Hey everybody, welcome to Stupid O'Clock. And Joe Bachman just jumped out, disappeared right as I pushed the button.
I scared him away.
Oh, but yeah, it's been a wonderful day. I've got the truck loaded for Hallowcon, and my printer took a crap.
Mm.
I mean, as in, will not take paper. It keeps screaming paper jam, paper jam. So first thing tomorrow, I got to go buy a printer because I've not
Yep.
printed any of the stuff for Hallowcon. That was that's usually the Friday before job.
Guess what tomorrow is, Joe Dog?
Friday.
Try your printer tomorrow morning. It might work just fine. You weren't supposed to do it today.
Well, the thing is, we got a pre-rig that came in this morning, and I printed it off. It was fine, but that was the last thing it printed. All right, Joe's back.
Howdy,
Just
folks.
just run off next time I bring you on screen.
Run away.
Well,
I'm trying to get OBS to play nice, and it's not wanting to.
Emily asked about being here, so I sent her the links.
Oh, okay. And there's
If,
John. Well,
I didn't touch it.
I brought him in, but
He took
He
himself right back out.
yeah, he did it.
Run away.
Blame me, why don't you?
Really? You sure you weren't a Marine? Got a box of crayons there somewhere.
No, John and Joe, y'all missed it.
Now that you mention that, as much as I love crayons, I do not have a box of crayons lying around here. Colored pencils, magic markers, yes. Crayons, no.
Oh, Carl's giving you printer advice.
Compressed. Okay, I'll give that a shot.
And you
I got the cat shoer, so
You can always use John's percussive maintenance, where you got to pick it up a little bit and drop it.
oh, trust me, this is a new printer. Remember when I had all the issues last year?
Yeah.
Happened on the same day. Of course, the cat broke the first one.
Was it Friday the 13th?
No.
No.
Too damn close, though.
No, but I'm gonna see what I can do to oh, okay, I gotta add some money. All right. Wonderful.
My printer was acting up the other day too, and it was I used some compressed air, finally got it to work. It was like not spooling through like it was supposed to. So maybe, crossing fingers, it's just some compressed air.
Hey, paper dust, you know.
Mm. So in other words, it needs a blowjob.
Yes.
I didn't want to say it. I thought about I thought about saying it in a very not nice way, and then I changed my mind, and
Well, I hear that fixes a lot of things.
it can also cause issues on a lot of things too.
It depends on the supplier and
Situation.
whether or not it's authorized.
Or depending on if your printer has one owner or not.
Whoever Facebook user is, yes, it does.
I don't know if it fixes it, but it definitely makes the problem a little less.
I was gonna say it doesn't make it any worse.
Yes.
It can. It possibly could. Just remember that.
Only if teeth are involved.
How have we got three? We've got so many of these darn things. We need to go through and
Delete some of them.
yeah. There's another one.
Mm.
See, wonder how many we got.
Hi, Carrie.
2.
Hey, Carrie. Oh, Carrie's watching us on Twitch. Oh, it's Reb.
Excuse me, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, Joe, remember this? Remember this banner?
Oh. Well, the store still works if you're willing.
Yeah.
Let's see what I'm sorry. I just got all of a sudden decided to. There's another one. There's another one of those things, but it doesn't have the.
John went down a rabbit hole.
StreamYard thing.
Now he decides to explore.
The rabbit
Uh-oh.
hole.
And
Uh-oh.
here, here's,
Carrie's heard a interesting fan theory.
there's another one of them things.
It's not the one where you talk into the back out of it and you come out sounding like a robot, right?
Look, I am a robber.
Ooh.
Well, since we're approaching the Halloween season, have y'all heard the fan theory that Casper the Friendly Ghost is actually the ghost of Richie Rich?
Richie Rich. Yes, I have
Mhm.
heard that.
I have heard that one.
And it was the butler that killed him.
Jeeves.
Zach's got this look on his face of what?
If it's to my name, why do I keep coming back?
Even Rob Brown, the Marvel illustrator, has heard that story.
So Carrie thinks that's an entire plot.
I feel like I've heard the Casper one here.
Oh, Harvey Comics. They did Richie Rich, Casper the Friendly Ghost, Wendy the Good Witch, Little Devil, Lottie, and Polka Dot, and just a whole bunch of little fan characters. Which, strangely enough, they're getting a redo here recently. They were making an animated series. I don't know whatever happened with those. So.
Are you ready for the punchline, Zach? Dang, I can't block anybody from or silence anybody from Twitch.
Oh. I guess we got to quit using Twitch then. Let's see, what was one? The Blade Runner series was actually a precursor to Aliens and the Alien series. That it was the same universe.
Hmm.
I hadn't heard that one, but that's logical.
Because they both had the replicant android. Yeah, I was about to say, somebody's behind you, Zach. I keep seeing an arm fly by.
No, it's his sound tiles falling off the
Well,
wall.
last week there was definitely some weird stuff happening in this light. And now this week my new tiles keep falling off.
Okay, so I was not seeing
Whoever
things that I
you
was
are,
doing.
can you leave?
It looked like somebody waved an arm behind you.
No, we saw it in the green room backstage because we were sitting there talking to Zach, and all of a sudden, tile falls off the ceiling like one of those little blobby things from the classic Star Trek episode.
Started installing these today, new tiles.
And now you have to reinstall.
Made the smart, budget-wise, but not smart, function-wise decision of buying the dollar store double-sided tape squares. Now, what's amazing is there's a couple stuck to the wall. Most of them are not they'll stick to this, they'll stick to that. They've been up for like 5 hours. And just now they're falling off the wall, but they're also following this off at the same time. So my floor is covered in now sticky white dots.
You probably needed.
No.
Don't say it.
Yeah,
Don.
don't say it, Don.
No.
Don't say it.
Not the green room.
Go order your ice cream.
You probably needed to wipe down wherever you were going to stick them on the ceiling or whatever, walls or whatever.
Yeah.
Wipe it down with alcohol.
I don't know about alcohol being in the house, but sure. I can order alcohol.
Use alcohol before getting the white.
The rubbing alcohol, not
not rubbing alcohol, just regular isopropyl alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's rubbing alcohol.
Okay.
Well, they sell it in the paint section. Doesn't have any water in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the pure stuff.
The high test isopropyl.
I know this because I'm getting ready to paint here at that Casa del Dog Crap.
That's how you really feel.
We have English bulldogs, and you know how they have the big jowls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere they run, if they run anywhere near a wall, there's like this line of slobber and dog food up and down the stairs, around the corners of everywhere they've taken a corner, like coming in and out of the kitchen. There's this little smear of dog food and dog slobber. So I have to go through and wipe down all the walls and repaint.
Yeah, but at night, if you use a black light, it looks like a Jackson Pollock painting.
We make our own crime scene. Don't laugh. They used to get in fights all the time. So there'd be like little blood drops. You'd come home and we have a hardwood floor. So there'd be like lines of blood drops where they had been running around after biting each other.
And Carl, no, it was not my mannequin, and they're not heat shield tiles.
They ought to be.
Heat shield tiles were way too expensive.
See, but if you like got
And
a little,
they're not sound absorbent; they're heat absorbent. It's not
if
like
you got a little,
living in an oven.
do the Star Trek thing and label each one of them with like a serial number.
I thought about that.
Space shuttle heat tile, whatever. It's
I didn't think
People
about
like-
it.
how did you get space shuttle heat tiles? Dollar
How did
Tree.
you-
Dollar Tree, yeah,
Dollar Tree.
$1.25 tree, yeah.
Yeah, dollar store. I don't think the cheapest thing I got was $1.75.
Oh, and for God's sake, don't tell NASA about Harbor Freight.
Oh, jeez. We'd wind up coming in under budget and actually working.
Oh, Carl. Yeah, not last man standing, Carl.
We don't want Zach burning up during the... Yeah, well.
I just read your mind on that. No, that would save that one for Friday. Because I
Or
can
less
imagine you
understanding.
could really milk that one for quite a while. Just go ahead and start scripting it out now.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Why is this handbag so comfy? Could somebody cut the air on? Dan's. Don's like, oh God, shut up.
Well, nice knowing you. No.
Evidently
Did you know I
the,
was not going to leave the house today? And the only reason I left the house today was because I was out of ice cream and I figured I better get ice cream for tonight.
And you're
And you
wearing the
didn't get
perfect
me
shirt
any.
too.
What was that, Joe Dog?
You're wearing the perfect shirt too.
It's even got cherries on it.
I wasn't going to go there. I was going to wait till she spilled it.
please don't tell me it's chock full of nuts. Oh Lord.
And
I'm just going to sit here and keep being innocent. Unlike Dawn.
Oh,
You
Yeah.
joined this call. That's
Yeah.
long gone.
And with that,
Good night, everybody.
Hey,
Hi.
you did get my message.
Yes, I did.
I'm sorry it was so late. It's been an eventful evening, and I had just forgotten until after Joe Dog hit the start button. I go, "Oh, Emily, my God!"
You're all good. I had to take care of some things, so
I was like, why did your background look familiar? Then I realized it was Amy.
it's Amy's. Yeah, I'm using her computer because it has more processing power than my Chromebook. So,
you're at Amy's house?
yeah, me.
No, she
and
just stole the
her-
room.
Yeah,
She just broke
basically.
in.
I just snuck in. I
She's
don't
a
know
plotter.
Amy.
She did what Carl used to do when he'd fill in for BKM on Nevermind the Furthermore. That's a green screen behind her. She just has a perfect picture of the room.
That would be great, actually.
I've done it. It works, and most people won't notice. It's great.
It works even better if you have green screen cloth draped over your chair.
Yes.
So when you get up and walk away,
It
and
looks
it's
like
an
that.
uninterrupted view of the room.
Crisp.
Well, y'all remember the time that I says, all right, enough of this shit. Enterprise wanted to beam up, and I just faded out of my chair.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a good one.
The look on everybody's face was, how the hell did he do that?
John's floating head is pretty fun too, though.
I just didn't wear the shirt.
And how old is Emily? She looks like just a kid.
She is.
Joe, we're 50 and 60 something. Everybody looks like a kid.
You're old enough that the generations have gone back around, and we're now into generation beta.
No. I'm millennial. I'm 22.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, pretty much.
Well, there's
Or am I Gen Z? I think I'm Gen Z. I don't.
have you seen I think his name's Dad Bod Veteran.
Yes.
He's calling the kids now that, do the stupid shit and, like the kid in the riding in the wagon and rolls it. I'm okay. He calls them Gen X alphas.
See,
Yeah.
we did stupid shit. We just didn't have the cameras
The
ready.
evidence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do sociologists just have to label everybody?
Because they're
we can't just say,
sociologists and they have to.
we can't just say people. It's like, oh, they were born during this
Boomers,
time.
baby boomers.
You just labeled them as
Wendy.
sociologists.
Well, no, they chose that label.
They are
would've
Gen
got
X,
away with
Alpha,
it, too.
X10, precursors or whatever. Oh.
They paid to identify with that label.
Yeah, John's trying to be funny.
What?
I wondered how long it would take you to notice.
Just as soon as he flipped it up.
All right. Well, the laptop is updated. Now I can shut it down. Oh, God. Now I've got to update the GPS. I'll do
For
that.
those of you who haven't, caught on to the joke yet, we're talking about my background. Okay. And so,
Yeah, you're in.
which
right
looks
outside.
surprisingly. Oh,
You scared him away. Oh, he came back.
wrong button. Sorry. Which looks surprising. Only mine's cleaner.
Did the bear transition? Did the bear transition into a pig?
It just
Wait. Go back to the full. I gotta see that now.
which
John,
one?
you first.
Both. John first, then go to Joe.
Okay. There's.
See, there, or it's a rabbit.
There's. Is that a rabbit? Okay.
Now
and
go to
then-
Joe. Pig.
It's a pig. He's right. It's
No,
a
he
rabbit
just
with
turned
a
around, it looks
hat,
like.
and then
It's a
Isn't it-
hippo.
Oh, it's a
Hippo.
hippo. Oh, it is a hippo in the first one too. It just has the hat.
It just
over
had a
it.
hat on it. Yeah.
And the lion sleeps tonight.
I got that joke. Whoever said it, I didn't hear, but
It was Dan.
Yeah, one of my wife's
Yeah.
favorite videos is Lion Sleeps Tonight with
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 the
a dog
hippo
and
and the
hippo.
little dog.
hmm Yep, we play that one on the whenever we want to remember one of my friends who's passed on. He was the first person that she actually met in the county outside of my family. He just came over to visit one day, and I was at work, and he didn't know that she was here, and they had a wonderful time getting to know each other. Just the nicest guy, absolutely the nicest guy. I still miss him. His house caught fire, and he didn't get out.
No.
Mm.
Oh.
Holy shit.
It's been many years ago. It's been many years ago.
I lost a friend in a fire a couple of years ago. It's the weirdest. It's the weirdest concept. It like
Yeah. Anyway, didn't mean to bring the mood down. That was accidental.
Well, then other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the show?
Damn if I didn't get that reference.
wait, I live in Illinois. I had to get that reference. If I didn't,
Oh, have y'all heard about the new Chrome update?
what?
The new Chrome update.
Why? It just started working fine without issues.
Yeah, to get it going, you press Control F4.
Bye, everybody.
This is why you never click on any links that Joe Dog posts
No,
on
no,
any
no, no.
website.
Lewis Lee cussed me out so bad.
Wait, Control? Did you say Control F4?
No, Alt F4.
Okay.
Yeah,
As
Yeah,
the
I
IT
knew where
person
he
in the
was
room, I'm
going
sitting there
with it.
going, Control F4 really won't do shit.
yeah, it's Alt F4.
I don't have an alt button.
Yeah.
In your case, it'd be Command
Option.
or
Man.
Option.
Yeah, Command F4.
No, probably be Option. He's on Mac.
Just Command Command Q.
Fancy.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be F4 on a Mac. That's a good point.
I thought it was because he was Canadian. You had to push. Hey, buddy. Just-
I have to push my A button.
Oh, look what Carl says. Talking about don't click any links that I send. He said for sure he wanted to hear that old gramophone record.
I'm glad I didn't click on that. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Do you guys realize a week from tonight that I will be with Donna and Carl and we will be en route? I'm sorry.
You should live stream it.
Mm.
That could be
John,
scary.
Dan, you're coming in Thursday, right?
We'll be there Thursday. We're going to make one stop at a fish and chips place on the way on somewhere off of I-20, one of the little towns we go through to avoid going to Atlanta and narrowly getting killed on 285.
So John, are you going to be down helping set up, or are you going to hang here?
I don't know. We could hang there and set up.
Well, I should have the router up and running by then. You know, if you want to bring the laptop.
I could bring the laptop. No. I don't know if I've got a. I'd hate to.
Don't breathe so deep, Emily.
I hate to bring this. I don't know if I've got.
Or don't hold your breath so long.
I don't know if I got a Cat 5 cable. So other than
I
this.
got
This isn't green room.
John, I've got 200 feet of Cat 5 cable.
I bought a 20-foot one a while back, and I've got it wound around behind furniture going to the routers.
I mean, I've got it. Where the hell did it go this time?
It goes from here to my bed, across the walkway there, behind the dresser, into the closet, down the back of the closet to where the router is.
Come on.
Oh, Emily, do you know what the shortest 4-letter word in the English language is?
Fuck.
Nope.
Hmm.
Here.
You know, Joe, when you opened that, I half expected to see a yellow light bulb shining in your face.
Hey, look what I paid for it.
Not a bad price. Especially for
I
Cat
can't.
6.
Yeah, Cat 6. And then I got these. Oh, I've even got the splicer.
It splices, it dices, it makes loads of julienne fries. How much would you pay?
And it's broken.
And a 50-foot HDMI cable.
I didn't know they came in 50 foot.
Oh, yeah.
That's what she said.
Oh, don't put it away, Joe. Keep talking dirty to me. I'm the only IT person in this room right now.
Hey, hey.
Just don't put anything on the keyboard, Joe, okay?
Oh, then Joe, let me show you a horror story.
So far, this whole box has been a horror story on how it's coiled. Do you know how much that cable would charge you in penalties if you returned it back like that from a rental? No, throw that out. Gonna burn something down.
Oh, no, you won't. That's what I got my iPhone charger plugged into in my room. It's fine. Along with the fan.
That's how I keep my house warm. I've got about 20 of those things plugged into all the outlets, and they all heat up so that the house stays nice and warm all winter.
Now,
Just keep everything charged.
in my defense, Zach, 95% of my outlets, because I am in an extremely old house, do not have the grounding pin in them. They are just a 2-prong outlet.
What we call polarized.
You're allowed to live there still?
So I'm on such an old system, I'm still using screw-in fuses. I do not have an actual breaker box.
I'm guessing you have well
I'll pray
water.
for you.
No
Now-
well water. I live in town.
No, Joe, now you know if you do any renovation, all that shit's got to come out.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you think he hasn't done any renovation?
Can't afford it.
Hey, Kiri.
Hey, Carrie.
Hello.
We used to do Chattacon down at the Reed House,
Yeah.
and the Reed House is the oldest hotel in Chattanooga. Dates.
Wow.
It really dates. There is a wall in the Reed House. It's in one of the ballrooms. And to give you an idea about how old this hotel is, all the outlets down one wall are 220 volt outlets
Oh, so you can use British stuff.
from back in the day when America was still 220 volt.
But they're
Well-
DC.
Hello to Travis the nice guy. Welcome. You came in on the Twitch. So saying happy Halloween to Joe and crew. We come to hear all your best puns and jokes.
Well,
You
you
came
mi-
to the wrong place.
you missed some good ones here earlier. So
Ice cream.
Hey,
That's right.
Travis
Go
has
ahead, Joe.
already fell for the best one. He's here.
Gary fell for the best one. The link that Kiri posted in the chat.
Mhm.
To come over here.
When Joe started this little webisode thing, he named it Stupid O'Clock, and a better name has never been chosen to describe the content of a show. All right.
Yep. Now, Travis, I've got to warn you, if you watch 3 episodes of this, you're going to want a link to join in.
You get a free coffee at Dunkin' Donuts.
Or a free bowl of ice cream.
Yeah, poor Zach has to sign in on a different screen name.
Yeah, I don't know why I put my real name here and then use my screen name in the chat, but
because Zach,
Here
you're
goes
one
my
of us.
political
It doesn't
future.
make sense.
Oh.
Yeah, but Travis, tell all your Twitch friends where we are, what we do, and
Plug yourself.
and then once you tell them, where we are and what we do, let us know so we can figure out what we're doing.
We're doing something.
we're still trying to
We
write the
can't start.
description for YouTube.
Oh, Joe Dog's got a great description. I just couldn't remember it.
Stupid O'Clock, banned by therapists everywhere.
Except for Carl. He recommends
Well,
it.
on
No,
Facebook,
Stupid and Clock encouraged by therapists everywhere because then they get way more bookings.
It's not that it's blocked by therapists. Therapists use us as the example.
No, they
Of
don't.
what
As what
not
not
to
to
be.
Well,
Watch
what about-
this, don't do that.
You
Well,
don't
what
want to grow
about-
up to be like them.
hey, what about on
Hey.
Facebook? We're banned in 79 countries.
Oh, nice, including China.
What did you
Good
do?
Country, good country.
Yeah,
I
we're
played
Apparently-
the national anthem.
Yeah, and apparently we pissed off the Taliban.
Well, that's not
There's-
Oh, I could
There's
put
some
all
Arab
Chinese
country that
people.
keeps giving us copyright strikes over the national anthem.
apparently
I'm so glad I
there's,
don't put my last
there's
name in
some
this
there's
thing.
some Arabic country that every time we play the national anthem, they say they own it, and try to hit us a copyright strike, which is funny.
Oh, they even tried once to do the theme that I wrote for the show,
Yeah.
and they said they own it, and I went right back to StreamYard and go or YouTube, and I go, I own that. Look
Here's
it
the
up.
original file.
Yeah, here's my Bandcamp with everything on it, including all the credits and where it's supposed to be played.
You have to take that.
Yeah, I did do
They
that
were-
to YouTube when they demonetized us a year and a half ago for reused content. And like we did all like the paper challenges you can do, and they're like, no, we're still upholding it. You're just reused content. But they had rolled out a new beta program that you could send in a video, like verbally appealing the like rejection. So I just sat down in the studio and held up all my NASA credentials and Space Force credentials and my letter from SpaceX and being like, so what do you want? I'm allowed to do this.
Oh,
32 minutes. I was fully reinstated.
what was her name? Shelley Winters, the actress.
hmm
She won Oscars and she won 2 Oscars by this time. Went to audition for a movie. The young directors and casting people demanded that she basically, when she sent in that she was going to try out for this role, they wanted her to send in a resume.
Nope.
They wanted her to send in a resume
I
and
feel bad.
photographs of herself.
Mhm.
And it's Shelley Winters, you know.
Uh-huh.
So she went to the audition
Okay, you want me to
with
sit
both her
eat?
Oscars. in
Yeah,
her
go get
handbag,
sick.
I already.
walked up to the table where they were sitting, pulled out one Oscar, slapped it on the table, pulled out the other Oscar, slapped it on the table, and goes, "There's my resume, and there's my face picture. Now, do I get the role or not?"
And did she get the
Nice.
role?
I believe she did.
If you had
Now-
the money, I would have been like, you know
now-
what? You didn't know who I was. F you.
Now, did y'all see what just happened to me?
Yeah.
Got assaulted
Oh,
again.
I gave you
She
love.
came in here only to slap me in the face on camera.
Oh, such
I
love.
thought that was a love tap. I
It
didn't
was
see
love
anything.
slap.
Hey,
Wow.
you turned the camera off. She made you turn it back on before she slapped you.
Yeah. She said, now I feel better, and walked off.
I didn't see a slap. I saw a little love tap.
Oh, yeah. Well, they finally got her meds right.
Actually, there was a great line by Robert Duvall from Lonesome Dove where he goes, "Sometimes I just like to kick a pig once in a while."
I'm so mad I can stomp bunnies.
I'm looking at Zach's face. On
Take
that one.
another hit of whatever you're smoking.
And then pass it to Zach because he needs
Yes,
some.
please. Mine's upstairs.
Ooh, he's gonna play with his wood.
Well, did you hear what Robert Duvall said about his first acting role? He almost turned it down.
Who?
Robert Duvall.
Really?
Oh, Zach, please don't.
Wait,
hurt my
wasn't one of his first acting roles?
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, thank you.
Atticus.
Yeah, he almost turned that down.
That was just he played
Boo Radley.
Yeah.
Thank you. Boo Radley.
Oh, sorry.
Have you
That's a
seen
good-
Days of Thunder?
You know what's interesting about him is he's a member of the Eustace family, which were married to George Washington. One of his wives was a Eustace. And Robert E. Lee married into the Eustace family as well. His wife was a Eustace. And strangely enough, he is a descendant of a Eustace. So he is related by marriage to George Washington and Robert E. Lee. And actually, he played Robert E. Lee in Gettysburg, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't even have to do that much makeup, mostly just the hair and the beard. And
Yeah, they had to add some hair.
yeah, and
I can't believe he's 92.
and he actually, if you look at a picture of Robert E. Lee and look at him, and it looks just like him. It's ridiculous how much they look alike.
Yeah, I've only seen 2 things he's in.
Really?
Oh,
3.
Okay, Zach,
3.
what?
No, we're not going down that rabbit hole.
I'm going to tell you a good movie that he's in that you need to watch is Young Lions.
No, Secondhand Lion.
Hand lion.
Oh, Secondhand
I
Lions.
love that movie so much.
That
I've
is a
already
great
seen it.
movie.
That's one of my favorites.
Okay, that's one of those guys. That's Robert Duvall.
one of those guys. Don't know which one, but
It
I've
was
seen
Robert
him in
Duvall and Michael Caine.
Yeah.
That's
okay. I
one
believe I
movie.
can tell the two apart.
And
There's a-
Haley Joel
I
Osment.
can tell.
Haley Joel
Michael
Osment was the
Caine.
one with hair.
I'll tell Michael
Yeah.
Caine.
I love the diner scene.
Did I hear another?
Yes.
Thing? Nope. I thought for a minute there, I
I
thought
love
somebody
that.
else
They're
was
going to get
joining
in a
us.
fight, and the kid pulls out a switchblade. He goes, "He's got a knife." He says, "Good, that'll even things up a bit."
You might be hearing my oven.
Might be
Very
hearing
well.
what?
My oven.
Oh,
It's-
your oven. Well, either that or another tile hit the floor.
The tiles hit
it
the
did.
floor.
It did.
The tiles hit the
Hit the
floor.
dust.
The tiles.
Did you accidentally get a contract to refurbish the Russian part of the ISS?
I'm gonna plead
Wow.
the fifth on that one.
Oh,
I mean, they've had their annual leak. It's fine. We're good for another year.
Wait a minute. Haven't they had 3 this year?
Well, one of them was pre-drilled.
They were all pre-drilled. What?
What was
I
it?
didn't say that.
Aren't all those cooling systems built in Ukraine?
This is
Not
recorded.
anymore.
Which is one of the reasons they suddenly stopped working was
There's
I
a
don't
master
know.
control.
All I know is when they
Yeah,
launched the last
that-
Atlas V, they
Wait.
zoomed in on the engines and they had their nice big Russian letters on the engines, and my chat went ballistic. And I was like, yeah,
the
we still
Russians.
use them.
The Russians make really good rocket engines. Always have. It's just everything else that's attached to them that seems to have problems.
well,
Which,
at
you know,
least-
it's kind of like every time Vladimir Putin makes one of those nuclear threats about, we'd hate for this to go nuclear. We'd hate to have to use nuclear weapons. And it's like, use them. We've seen the way the rest of your military equipment works. They pose more of a danger to you than us.
You'd be lucky to get them off the launch pad before they blow up.
I'm not saying anything about current affairs in the world, but it relates to a current affair that happened yesterday.
So you're
Go ahead.
relating to
Yeah,
current
you know,
affairs.
if he gave the order to launch, okay, in the United States, the air servicemen and Navy servicemen that have to push that button would think, oh my God, I'm going to kill millions of people. You know, it's a horrible thing to have to push that button. In Russia, you get the guy at the launch complex, they tell him to launch that missile, and he's like, oh, everybody cover your ears.
That was easy.
Get down behind the concrete barrier real quick. I'll reach up over my desk.
We're going to launch.
Yeah.
Remember barking door.
They're only at what, 15 launches this year or something?
Who, Russian?
Yeah.
Yeah, they aren't getting any money. All the money's going into tow trucks for tanks.
New Ukrainian tractors is what you meant to say.
Well,
kind
now
of like leaf trimmings.
Now the rides that our guys go up on the Russian is traded for a ride on a SpaceX Dragon, so we're getting the short end of the stick. We're sending them up on in a Cadillac, and Russia sends them up on a Studebaker.
And we still pay 90. Oh, the ice cream is here, but there's no.
Not even a Studebaker. Studebaker was a good car.
Russia is sending them up in a Lottie. Okay.
Yeah.
Joe, you got to take Don full screen.
Don, put your ice cream on. Yeah.
Oop, and there's Ted.
What'd you do? Oh, there we go.
Hey, Ted.
Hey, Ted.
It's the ice cream man.
Does it have
It's the
cherry?
Ice cream man, stop him when he's passing by.
Oh, did you tell her? Hey, Ted, come here, Ted.
Ted. Maybe you apparently.
Hey, is your name Grease?
Yeah, I showed him that earlier. I laughed a little too hard at it.
Ice cream.
I don't see any sweet drizzle on that.
No, there's not.
And Travis,
send it back.
Travis, you now need to watch because everybody's going to be having ice cream before the show's over.
I might have an ice cream sandwich, but
I'm not. I haven't bought any.
I was going to have a meat stick.
I had already picked up my ice cream, was heading out. This was on an end cap. It's one of their discontinued markdown summer flavors, and it's like sugar cookie or something like that.
All the ice cream.
Sorry, did you just say sugar cookie is a summer flavor?
Jinx.
No, it's not.
No,
sugar cookie flavored ice cream.
Okay, it might be last year's.
That's delicious, but not summery.
They found that last December in a fridge somewhere and just put it out.
Well, no, they make more ice cream during the summer, and this time of year they're trying to get rid of all of it. So you get like all those weird summertime flavors to make room for all the pumpkin spice ice cream.
But sugar
the pumpkin spice stuff.
Thing. That's
you guys are gonna make me want ice cream now.
Well, we can make you want it. It's whether or not you got any.
I've got some. I pre-made a bunch of ice cream sandwiches.
I bet John leaves first to go get ice cream.
I kind of want to know what's in the oven, but
bugs. No, there he goes. I win.
Rip.
Yeah, give us a minute to figure out how to fax you some sweet drizzle, and you will be set for life.
I'm still working.
There's always Uber, Travis.
Still working on it. Yes, I heard that one.
I'll be back.
Ice cream.
We need a new graphic, ice cream break. Not brought to you by Haagen-Dazs.
We
I don't
can't
know.
afford
That's nice.
Haagen-Dazs.
Where the hell's Rich when we need
I can't
him?
afford Haagen-Dazs.
Hey, wait a minute. Does that that coffee shop in Canada, Tim something or
Tim Hortons?
That's the one. Do they sell ice cream?
I'm pretty
Well, they have
sure.
an ice cap.
Oh.
I gotta order one.
It's like
It'll
a
be here
more,
by the
it's
end
like
of the
a
show.
What?
it's like a moral imperative that Zach needs to show up at one of these shows with some Tim Horton ice cream.
Yes.
I'll bring my Timbits.
The fuck? I'm gonna have to jiggle that real quick.
You want some chocolate Timbits?
The fuck is it? Is
So
it gluten free?
So Timbits are donut holes, but they've been
So it's not
copyrighted as
gluten free.
Timbits. But this is Timbits cereal, not sponsored.
They look like
But you
Cocoa
want it
Puffs.
to be, I'm guessing. Are
I
they
was
gluten
thinking
free?
Maltesers actually, but then my wife is British.
Well, see, here's the thing: we don't care who sponsors us as long as the checks don't bounce.
Yeah.
The fact that the third ingredient is
Molten
cornmeal
barley.
gluten free?
Yes.
Is what?
It's wheat malted barley.
It might be.
what is that?
Sugar, corn flour, cornmeal, glucose syrup,
Yeah,
canola
silly
oil,
ice
cocoa,
cookies.
calcium, carbonate.
Did you say gluten syrup?
Gluten syrup? Glucose.
Glucose syrup. I'm like, what?
Gluten syrup. But you never know in Canada. We do like our gluten.
Got cream on my face.
Now you made me want an ice cap, and I'm probably going to order one.
Didn't say a word, Dawn. Yeah, last time he did that, everybody thought it was a hot dog. Not even
Honestly, that's why I thought I unwrapped it first too. But
It still looks like a
I'm not
hot
saying
dog.
a damn word. I'm just sitting over here doing my thing. Not my monkeys, not my circus.
You know that company manufactured those to look like hot dogs.
So Curie's got ice cream. John's not back. Joe Dog's not back. Man.
I'm gonna go back to uploading my
You look concerned, Don.
ornaments.
I look concerned.
Were you looking at my meat stick?
I have to put my glasses on to see your meat stick, Zach.
Oh. Get it. Oh dear.
I keep my feathers numbered for just such an emergency.
Oh Lord!
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I just got one question to ask of you guys. Have you seen the Gong Show?
Oh yeah, first run. Yes.
It's okay. I've got extras.
Have you got a nickel?
Oh, you got to be
Actual
careful when the parachute deploys.
Actual question: have you got a nickel?
What?
Not even to my name, no.
No, but drop a dime on you.
Hang on, I am gonna send you guys. Oh man, I'm gonna send you guys a link related to the Gong Show,
The gong.
related
In
to our
private chat, I
conversation.
did put the link to this ice cream. So you guys can look it
I
up.
saw that. Thank you.
Okay, sugar cookie, all American.
Oh, they tried to go with the whole American 4th of July thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is it gonna be like the?
I've never seen someone on the 4th of July talk about a sugar cookie.
And if it was really American, it would be
America.
gunpowder and barbecue flavor.
Exactly. Have you ever
Sorry,
had the
Don.
burger flavor?
Sorry, John.
Like,
I mean, if I don't say them when I think of them, I'll never get a chance to use them again.
True.
have you ever had the burger flavored Lay's chips?
Nope.
No,
I
but the
know better than
pickled
that shit.
flavors are pretty good.
Yes. I used to work at a burger version of Subway, and they partnered with Ruffles or something and brought out like a Harvey's burger chip. And it was like out of Willy Wonka's factory where you could taste like the relish and then the mustard and then the meat. Like the longer you chewed, it was weird.
I have to
It
admit,
did look like ice cream, John.
No, that
I
was the toffee.
did make a very unusual dip for.
Is that what you're eating
potato
right
chip.
now?
Cherry Garcia.
What you sent
I-
in the private, the video, is that what you're having? The popsicles they're eating?
Yep, that's what she's eating.
Oh,
Or he's eating. Excuse me. Two private
I'm
jokes.
sorry, I don't.
I'm old. I'm slow. Okay.
But in
Not necessarily a bad thing.
Watching this video and I'm like, what? Oh, I dropped the mouse.
I miss the Game Show Network.
Mm-hmm.
I have.
You know what? The Game
I
Show
actually,
Network is probably on in my living room right now.
I actually subscribed to the Game Show Network
I
when
love the Game
Steampunk
Show.
was on it,
I s-
and it turns out that I have met all but about 3 of the contestants and all but
Oh,
2 of
those
the
guys.
judges.
Hmm.
And
know what
most of them I met in Atlanta.
We didn't have any damn
Okay, what's
ice
yours, Joe
cream.
Dog?
We didn't have any
Oh.
damn ice cream.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
I mean, we've got an hour and 5 minutes. Run to the store.
I'm stuck with a fucking popsicle.
Oh, watch the video in the private
Oh
chat.
yeah, it's the
Jump about
videos.
40 seconds in.
oh Lord.
That's what
More?
she said.
Oh, he
There's
didn't like
enough
that. It's blue raspberry.
It could be blue lemonade, like raspberry lemonade.
Cotton candy.
Huh?
I'm
I'm guessing you don't like cotton candy.
guessing
I
it's for
love
the
cotton candy. I
Cotton
was,
frozen
I was
corn.
expecting, blue raspberry.
I can't eat cotton candy anymore. It
Why?
looks too much like the fiberglass insulation that we make at the factory.
Oh.
We actually had somebody in the quality control that got in trouble. He had gotten some yellow cotton candy and was doing a quality test, and somebody from management walked up and he opened the bag of the cotton candy and started just eating handfuls of it.
It's amazing.
The management person,
Stan works at a company that makes fiberglass insulation. Okay.
Okay.
the management person almost had to go to the hospital. I think they were about to have a cow, and not by C-section either.
Hey, this is
Uh.
Kemp's. It's the cows. If you've never had Kemp's ice cream, you won't know.
Well, there's a guy on YouTube, Nate from the internet, is taking different hard candies and making cotton candy with it. And he made cotton candy out of warheads.
I have a
The sour
certain
warhead.
candy that
I think I saw
would
that one.
turn into a
Yeah,
very
he took a bite of it and it's like, oh, that's a.
That's her. Oh Lord.
FYI, he saved that. That did not drip.
Mhm.
Don't let it drip.
There was this guy. that
Don't
worked-
encourage her. Don't encourage her. This isn't the green room.
Yeah, don't encourage her. Carl will have a cow.
No, he'll just screenshot everything.
Not encouraging. That's what I'm doing. I'm not encouraging you.
There was this guy who worked at, they called it the Pea Farm, and it was where they tested urine samples for urinalysis for drug abuse.
They called
Really,
it the
John?
Pea Farm. Okay, we just said this wasn't the green room.
Well, that's
Yeah.
not.
I know where this is going.
That's
That would
not
be the
off
yellow
color
room.
unless you're dehydrated.
He
Um,
kept a urine cup with apple juice in it,
Oh. I
and,
remember.
and would
this
sit
break.
here. He would open it up, and he'd go,
What he can.
"Oh, that guy's been doing pot," and he do it to all. He do it to all the new people that came in to work there because they had
Oh,
a high turnover rate.
jeez.
Was that Rock and Roll High School Forever where they were drinking the apple juice back and forth and go, oh, that's not your pee, that's my pee.
But
What the fuck?
And it was apple
Actually-
juice to mess with people.
they got this new guy in, and somebody warned him about it. About, yeah, he'll he's got this jar of apple juice, and he pretends he'll drink it in front of you just to freak you out. Says, oh, snuck into the guy's office.
And pissed in it. No.
No, dumped the apple juice and replaced it with a urine sample. And
Well,
there's
what
a
about the
paragraph or
ever
two
famous?
in a Larry Niven novel where this kid is standing in line at school with supposedly his urine sample and goes up to the school nurse in a line with everybody else, and he's got the sample in it, the little bottle in his hand, and goes, doesn't look too good. Maybe I better run it through again. Drinks it all down. Of course, it was apple juice. The nurse fell out, and the point of the story was he was kind of a rebellious young man, and so was his uncle he was named after, who was important to the plot of the story earlier on to justify the kid's motivation for turning into a rebel later on.
Yeah.
But, it just, if I'd have thought about that when I was in school, I probably would have been expelled a hell of a lot more often.
Well, got the famous scene from Caddyshack. Oh,
Being in the pool.
it's just a baby Ruth.
Yeah. Being in the pool.
it's still good. Yeah, that's
The famous.
Oh,
I had to
on the
finish the scene.
Caddyshack.
I've got to go down the hall, but I'm not going to get any ice cream. So y'all just continue on with the.
Sure.
Wonderful.
Lies make baby Jesus cry, Dan.
Good thing I'm a Buddhist then. I ain't got no ice cream. Where's this thing? There it is. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is.
Could always get a popsicle.
What?
Dan is going to leave a sample of his own.
Yeah, I was reading the same thing.
We got to talking about it, and that's all he could stand. He had to go. I mean, he's probably right now there where we're going. I can go. The sound of a waterfall.
What the hell?
Oh, I could build real mean, but I'm not going to do it. I love Dan too much.
liar.
I'll do it in person.
Do it.
Yes.
Joe goes, I'm not real mean. Liar.
That's a damn lie.
I have to get Emily on one of my jokes. One of these days, you're now target.
Thank you. I think. I don't know.
I think every one of us is probably a target now.
But once I'm targeted,
Especially
and once
you,
he defeats
Carrie.
me, or I defeat him, it's fine. It's bygones begot bygones. To the death, I'm gonna fucking kill you. It's on, Joe Dog.
I keep trying to get Joe Dog, but he always evade. All of my jokes keep backfiring on him, on me.
Yeah.
I was driving out to do some shopping today, and I was driving past the animal shelter and stuff like that, and this big yellow van was coming from the opposite direction. And I got to looking at it. I kept trying to see the driver as I was getting close because I thought for sure it was him. Is that Joe Dog?
Was the driving distinctive?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay, you should be able to tell the way Joe Dog drives. You've known him long enough.
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
Fall down.
It's more the way that he asks politely that freight trains get out of his way so he can go through.
No, ask Chris how I drove. Chris has ridden with me. Of
He's
course,
still in therapy.
we were headed down for, I think it was Nerdy Gras in Atlanta. And as we were approaching Marietta, I looked down and I said, Chris, I think we may want to slow down a little bit. He goes, why? He says, something, you think something's up? I said, yeah, I'm running over 100.
It's Atlanta. Nobody would notice. They'd be honking at you to get out of the way.
Hey,
In an old rider truck.
Hey,
they wouldn't matter if you were on a moped. If you're not doing 120, they'd.
Dan, I was passing people.
In Atlanta?
In Atlanta.
No, you're lying right there. You can't pass people in Atlanta. They drive too fast.
No, you can't pass people in Atlanta because they're packed in there bumper to bumper.
But you're still going 80 miles an hour. Bumper to bumper traffic. This is why I avoid trying to drive to Atlanta.
I have heard
much as possible.
I have heard the NASCAR Cup drivers say they refuse to get on 285.
The Watermelon 500, I don't blame them.
You would think 285 would solve the traffic problems. Nope.
No.
Makes it all worse.
Too many drivers think that's the speed limit, not the road number.
Hey.
It's just a suggestion. It's not a rule.
Gary, there are 3 things guaranteed in life: death, taxes, and construction on 285.
And I-80, I-94 in Indiana.
There's one overpass in Atlanta that has been in continuous reconstruction since before the Civil War.
About time they get it finished, it's time to expand it.
Yeah, it's already 85 lanes wide. It's about a mile long, but
Well, Dan, what about the? Okay, Zach had to go. What about where the guy set fire to the?
I remember that. Yes,
under the freeway on 85.
For some stupid reason, somebody stored old tires under the freeway alongside
an elevated freeway.
Yeah. And rode under it, tires on each side. Somebody, they think it was a homeless person trying to build a fire to cook food. Could have been just any random. I was going to go prankster, miscreant. That's a good word. Set fire to this huge store of old tires under what is essentially a bridge, an overpass. Destroyed the concrete. And it took them they got it redone in record time.
2 months.
2 months.
2 months from the time they put the fire out until all lanes were reopened. Of course, that really got the people in Atlanta pissed, going, why the fuck's it taking long to finish all this other shit?
Let's set fire to the rest of it then.
Yeah.
If that's what it takes to get them motivated.
Mm-hmm.
But
then again, there was probably a government grant involved.
Yeah.
Well, plus 85 is a main thoroughfare from North Carolina. Well, pretty much Washington to Florida.
Southeastern United States. Yeah.
Really? If you're going south and you're not doing the back roads, you get on 85. You're going to pass through a lot of towns where people don't know how to drive.
You mean fucking everywhere?
Yeah.
Especially Georgia.
You would think you were the baggage claim area in Hartsfield, basically, because everybody on Earth is standing there or driving through there, and they don't know what they're doing, and they don't know where they're going, but they're trying to get there as fast as whatever vehicle they're in can
Hey, Jeff.
possibly go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go, Mr. Bachman.
Here we go.
This was
People
definitely
just driving
not a
by,
home.
like people just driving by, like, hey, the interstate's on fire.
Eh,
Not under us.
it's a typical.
I've got an
Tuesday.
appointment, damn it.
How many times I was on the 35 bridge? Luckily, it fell after I moved. But how much I was on that 35 bridge back in the day? A little scary, knowing that it fell. The one
Well,
up in Minneapolis.
think about the people in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. The one,
Oh, yeah.
the bridge that, excuse me. Sorry, not bad manners, just good beer. The people that were on the bridge connected with the Mothman cryptid thing when that thing
Okay.
fell
For
through.
those of you who don't know what you're seeing right now, those two. Let me go back on that.
Oh my God, that's a momentous day. Everybody's sitting still.
Right, there's the regular fire department trying to put out tire fire. Those two trucks came from the airport. They're throwing firefighting or aircraft emergency foam onto it.
Oh shit!
It's just barely
The fire
working too.
department was trying. You got to give those guys credit for trying.
That's the first time I've seen Atlanta traffic sit still when there wasn't a snowstorm involved.
Don't get me started on the snowstorms.
Hey,
In the South.
we don't have a single salt truck. We don't have a single snow plow. We got to make do with road graders and dump trucks with sand and other improvised equipment.
I'm just giving you some shit, Dan. As a Minnesota girl at heart, that's what I have to do to Southerners when it comes to snow.
Remember,
Yeah,
I
well,
was
see,
I
the
was
thing
born
is,
in Detroit.
Yeah, but you only lived there for 3 months.
Yeah.
3
Don't
years.
drink the water.
well,
Yeah,
all
but
I'm going to say is
I'm not going back even at gunpoint.
we've got something that y'all don't have up there
Mountains.
when it snows.
Really?
Hills.
Oh yeah.
And I don't mean, little woo, woo. It's like woo. And then they got 4-foot deep ditches on each side.
Filled with cars in the wintertime. And deer.
We have a road in Chattanooga called the W Road.
Does it shape like a W?
Yes.
Part of it is.
Whoa!
And it dates back to the Civil War.
Mountains, Carl.
And when it gets snowy and icy in the winter, because it is up on the mountain, it's a bobsled run.
Really? Oh,
John, pull up that picture.
somebody should take her up to the top of Lookout Mountain and say, imagine getting down this in a car in the wintertime when we just had a blizzard, once every 15, 20 years.
Now you know why they
Yeah,
have
the
an incline railway.
elevation would completely pop.
John, show them the view of the W Road facing south.
Let's see.
Like I said, it's just that we got to give you
Bring
some
some
shit.
chewing gum as well, because your ears will pop, like Carl said.
So this is one thing I want to know is what the hell are you doing on the top of that mountain if you know a blizzard's coming in the first place?
They live there. It's a huge Signal Mountain is a huge community.
Yeah, really. I mean, and they're rich people too.
So if you know you have to work the next day and you have to get down that mountain, do you do things to get?
No,
you
you take
to
Taft
work?
Highway, but they put in a better road, sort of.
Well, I'm just saying because that's
Or that train that doesn't run.
No, that's
anymore.
on Lookout Mountain.
Okay. I've got the two places confused.
And I'm just saying that's where it comes. It's like, okay, I guess as Minnesotans, we're just used to shit like that happening. So you prep, you have your, all that stuff figured out beforehand. Like, oh, I know a storm is coming, and I know I have to go to work, so I have to.
Joe?
Where can I stay, or where can I? You have your backups,
Bring that
and
up.
you have.
All right.
I think you have that about everywhere.
Okay. That's the W road, and this is up on top of Signal Mountain.
Okay.
Now, from the top of the W to the bottom of the W is an elevation change of about 300 feet.
Wow.
That would be so much fun on a motorcycle.
There's the first turn.
Yeah, there's the first wreck.
Oh, there it went.
Damn. Getting up that thing would be hell, but it'd be fun.
Remember, I told you that thing's about 100 years old. Look at the rock wall and the drainage ditch.
The retaining wall is.
The retaining wall was built in the Stone Age.
That would not surprise me.
Hey, rich people have lived up there for a long time.
Oh, wait, did I miss? Yeah, I missed. Darn it. Or did I? Yeah, I went through one of
Yeah,
the
you
turns.
missed.
Oh,
Let me see here.
that particular cut reminded me so much of the route between Knoxville and Jacksboro, where you could still see the places where they drilled through to dynamite the rock away to make
we
the
got a lot of
road.
that around here.
I mean, seriously, that's old home week to see stuff like that. It really is.
Oh, the reason, I don't know if y'all noticed this, that van was sitting there the whole time that the Google truck came by.
Yeah, the Google
He's
drone.
waiting for them to get around that turn. You have to stop and let the other car come around that turn. There's an
Into the rock
etiquette.
fall.
Yeah, there's an etiquette on the W road for getting around turns.
Okay.
Because you can't make basically the switchback.
Yeah.
Le Mans has got nothing on this.
You remember I was telling you about the really old sewage system?
Wow.
Carrie, you live here. You've never been up and down the W road?
Never have.
Yeah, I'm
He's
gonna
too
have to
smart
take you.
for that shit.
I'm gonna have to take you for a ride.
Oh,
What are we?
Lord.
Oh boy.
All right,
I hope you got some
John,
insurance.
stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop. Now look up. Can you look up?
Oh, wait. Yeah, hang on.
That's
Go back.
backwards.
That gives you an idea how high you are.
Yeah, that also
No,
gives you
not
an idea.
really.
I was
That
waiting for
also gives you an
Halloween
idea of what
to
kind of people live up on that mountain.
It's been about 20 years since I was that high.
Hey, and
I'm still trying to reach that peak.
poor Emily would freak out if she came down the other road. John?
Oh,
Yeah.
is that by the Flying Saucer house? Yeah, the Flying Saucer house. Yes.
Oh my god!
That's so cool.
Can you stay in that? Is that like a hotel?
It's
or
a
like
private home.
Yes, it is. It is currently an Airbnb.
Oh, it is. Okay, it used to be a
Oh.
private home. It was built to be a private home.
That's cool as shit.
I talked to one of the kids that grew up in that house. His parents were evil. They told him to go stand in the corner.
Oh dear.
That's right. Joe Dog has actually talked to the children of little green men.
Oh, I'd have so much fun. If I owned that house, I'd have so much fun on Halloween.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh fuck. It would be awesome.
Oh, they had a down day at work today, and they were using 120-pound air pressure hoses to clean out turbines that move air through the production system. It sounded just exactly like a theremin on overdrive. I mean, seriously, I wanted to record it, but I didn't have anything there that would do it justice. I'd have to take a full studio mixing board and everything, and mics all over the place to do it. But it was like a symphony of found sound that if Tangerine Dream had heard it, they'd have weeped at not being able to reproduce it on 5 synthesizers at the same time. And
Oh,
here
John, I got a good picture. I got a good picture to bring up.
Uh-oh.
Okay, where am I? Okay. Share screen. Here's a good picture of it, Emily. Well,
there you go.
let me see if I can make it bigger. No?
That's what she said.
We have it on good authority. No, she's never said that.
Go to that other picture, Joe. The one in
Which
the
one?
upper left.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks gorgeous either way.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's an Airbnb now.
Well, here's.
I don't know what that vibrating sound is, but I'm just gonna say it's not me.
I'm just
Wait,
totally.
hands are up. What is that?
At one time, it was painted silver.
Yeah. It was
painted a
it was
lime
on the
green.
way up the mountain to the parents of a girl that I dated in college. I took her home from college.
Did you
Here
take
in
her home
Georgia.
on a pterodactyl or a Tyrannosaurus Rex?
I forget what car I owned at the time. It was probably my Cutlass SS.
They made those back
It's
in
back
that
that
time?
far. Oh yeah.
Dan, I think something went over your head or you're ignoring us.
No, I heard it, but yeah,
Ignoring.
Ignoring.
good
Okay.
dinosaurs got out of the way of my Cutlass. Believe me, I had the lid to the air filter flipped over, so when I stepped out on the gas pedal to the
You can
four-barrel
hear that
kicked in.
quadribog sing.
Oh, it sounded like a T-Rex in heat. I swear. And you
I've
wonder
never
where I
heard of
got the
T-Rex.
you wonder where I copied the purr from.
Oh,
Oh dear.
Dan, you know what I mean?
No, it was more like but it would still do 0 to 60 in about well, it was 5, maybe 6. I could be at a red light, sitting still, and be doing 60 miles an hour by the time I got under the red light. That was a nice
The
car.
wheel spinning doesn't count as how fast you're going, Dan.
The wheels didn't spin. There was no barking of tires or leaving black
There was
marks
no
on the
bus
road.
going round and round.
It just went forward rapidly fast. I love that car. It was a shame when I had to trade it in for something else because it was too old.
That's a sad day.
I'll never forget when I took my Super Sport Chevelle. I called it a Super Sport. It was a heavy Chevy Malibu. Pretty much everything SS but the badges.
You don't need no stinking badges.
I took it to my uncle. I said, it feels like transmission slipping on it. He got in, took off, and he goes, yeah, it is slipping. But it's not the transmission, it's the tires spinning. Put some wider tires on the back of it.
Oh, I used to work with a guy who had a Dodge, I believe it was a Charger, and he had that thing built so far as far as modding the engine, he could not just stomp the gas pedal. It would wring the lug nuts off of the wheels. All the
Oh, yeah.
lugs. I mean, it would just snap lug bolts.
Oh, damn.
Well, he also had a Mercedes 4-door with a 4-speed on the tree.
And I have a Rolls Royce in the backyard.
No, this was real. I actually got to ride in it with him, and I'm going, okay, pickup truck got 3 on the tree. That's 4. How long did it take you to learn how to ship that without making anything grind? He goes, about a week. It was deluxe.
Well, went to high school with the guy who had the Plymouth Duster with the old slant 6.
Yep.
That thing ran. The whole time it was running, it sounded, like, firecrackers in a garbage can. Bam, 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 knocking.
Mhm.
His daddy told him, you keep the oil changed, you keep the filter clean, and when it blows up, we'll put a 340 in it. He got it in 10th grade.
Jeez.
Just after graduation, we put the 340 in it.
Damn.
Dan, you know the slants. You can't kill them.
No, I know. You got to really mistreat it. You got to really mistreat and not take care of it as far as maintenance goes.
Yeah.
You got to ignore maintenance and just dog it out. And then if you're really unlucky, you will kill it before you could sell it to somebody who would treat it right. Oh, Lord.
What? Okay. Everybody got quiet.
Oh, that's okay. I was just thinking about all the cars I've owned.
Me too.
Just thinking
Jeez.
about all the shit I got to get done between now and next Wednesday night, Thursday morning when I leave.
I'm trying not to think about it.
Yeah.
My next big task is going to be Lindsay needs a dressmaker's silhouette thingy.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're
A
called.
seamstress?
No, not a seamstress.
The mannequin.
The mannequin, yes.
Oh, okay.
Zach's got one.
The dressmaker's dummy. She needs one. We got to go buy her one. And
Zach's got one. She's got a screw in though.
Got the legs too if you need them. Not extendable.
Bendable?
Bendable or extendable, one size.
Oh. That makes
Oh,
Zach sad.
this-
No.
And hi, Chris.
Hey, Chris. Too much torque? Yeah, well, that's the way conversations go in this room. We're always torquing something off.
What's torque? What are we torque?
Okay.
Vroom,
Here's
vroom, vroom.
here's the best description of horsepower versus torque. Horsepower is how hard you hit the wall. Torque is how hard you move the wall when you hit it.
I didn't know we were with the cars and stuff. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
My mind was other places. I didn't know what we were talking about.
And then the top of the line is Peter Torque, so, God bless him.
Hey, we're the
Not my circus.
There
We
you go,
just got an
Dan.
Amber Alert.
Oh. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
6 in a row, you got to go.
And it's easy to work on because there's a lot of room under the hood.
But you can't. I'm not gonna make that joke, okay?
Save it for later. Oh, Carl.
Carl, you should have told me earlier.
Yep. Dawn.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I figured.
Oh. And now we reached the point where we realize we've been silly for a long time and nobody can think of anything to top what we just said. So
Well, you guys are
I'll
just
pick
making
Drift.
the ice cream.
I'm thinking of food.
Honestly, I don't think anything can top the ice cream chat.
Well, it's ice cream. I mean,
Toppings.
Yes.
ice
Joe
cream,
Dog, did you catch
yes.
that? I didn't drip any. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, I know. Pissed me off.
I almost did. I caught it though.
And he's already been slapped too.
I
mean,
know.
Seriously. Give the kid a
No,
break.
damn. You know, that's the character I need to cosplay again, Dan. Walter.
Take your shit and get out.
I don't know. I kind of like the Elvis werewolf.
That wasn't me.
That wasn't you?
No,
Who was that?
that was Roger Riddle.
Oh, damn it! Well, you're not as wide as him.
Mm.
I should have known.
I mean, I did it. I was did Walter one year at Choo Choo when they were still at Chattacon at the Choo Choo, and they were still
okay.
down at track 29.
I wasn't there for Chattacons. Just
I
Liberty.
sat at the door, and people come in. I said, "Welcome to the con suite. Get your shit and get out."
You don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here.
Oh, that Walter. Okay.
Yeah.
Who'd you think he was talking about? Walter Mondale?
No, I thought
Walter
one of
White.
the-
He was going to sell crack.
Walter White. Yes.
I just wanted to see if I said Walter Mondale, if you'd go, hey, I remember that guy.
Well, I do remember that guy.
Excuse me. Wasn't that Carter's vice president?
Yeah.
Think so. Never noticed. Paid too much attention to Jimmy.
Nobody remembers.
The only reason that name means anything is because he's from Minnesota.
Several failed attempts to run for president.
Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy
Well,
was
not
a hard act to follow.
Not necessarily failed attempts, but
Unsuccessful.
comedically unsuccessful attempts to run for president.
Yeah, really. You got to learn how to fall up steps when you're going on an airplane or something like that.
That was Ford, wasn't it?
That's all of them. I don't know what it is about them airplane steps, but presidents just can't seem to negotiate like normal people.
They aren't normal people. They're
No, they aren't.
presidents.
Apparently, the Disney animatronics people haven't figured out how to make their robots walk upstairs yet. I'm Joe Biden.
He's a Roomba.
He's a Disney Roomba. Yeah, it's
Oh, there was somebody in a Dragon Con parade that was riding around on a motorized, might as well call it a skateboard, but it was
Oh, the
disguised.
hoverboard.
It was a disguised as a little white cloud, and he was one of the characters from Dragon Ball Z.
Nimbus, yeah, from Dragon Ball Z. Probably on a Nimbus.
It wasn't an actual skateboard; it was actually motorized, but
I'm guessing a
it
hoverboard.
looked awesome.
Called.
It looked awesome. Oh, hoverboard, yeah.
all right.
Amy Carter is 50. Amy Carter is 3 years older than my wife.
And a year younger than I am. I remember Amy Carter was the Chelsea Clinton of her age. So that's...
I never thought I would hear anybody utter those words in that exact order.
Well, it's kind of like, there are all these first daughters who were kind of famous fashion trendsetters. Trisha Nixon was
Yeah.
famous, for those of you who don't know. Eisenhower had a daughter that was quite the trendsetter. And of course, JFK's kids,
Yeah.
everybody started dressing their kids like JFK's kids after JFK became president. So that was like, you
But
could.
I think we can all agree.
Wasn't it Roosevelt that had a daughter that was rather uncontrollable, and the people were complaining, and he goes, "Look, I can run the country. I can run the
country, or I can run my daughter. I can't do both.
I can't do both at the same time. It's a full-time job either way."
That was Theodore Roosevelt.
Theodore, yeah,
not Franklin. Yeah,
It's not fucking wrong.
but yeah, she took after her dad. Like,
wild
smoked
child.
cigarettes, wore pants, shotguns, killed animals, the whole 9 yards.
Carried a snake around.
Probably read books too.
Our kind of person. I'd love to have her on the show.
Who?
Yeah, well, we don't have a Ouija
Good luck with that,
board.
John. Good luck with that.
I'll work on it. Got a Ouija board around here somewhere.
Not in my house.
Strange enough, you type in Theodore, guess whose name comes up first?
Rosie.
My significant other?
He put on the brainy specs. They don't actually work. He just wants to look smarter.
Yeah, I just want to look smart. Yeah. Is it
He
working?
tries to do the Marty.
Please tell me it's working.
Sure.
Marty maraschino, like the cherry.
Oh, wait, okay. He had 6 children. Okay. Alice, Theodore III, Kermit, Ethel, Archibald, and Quentin. I think he didn't like any of his kids. Let's name them, Who names
How many kids have you raised, John?
Who names their kid Kermit?
Kermit the Frog.
Kermit.
Jim Henson.
Well, where do you think they got the name of Kermit the Frog from? I mean, seriously. Kermit the Frog was named after Roosevelt's boy.
I've heard Kermit as a name before, and not from Kermit, but Kermit and other things as a name. It's weird. I don't know.
I'll be 66 right after Hallowcon. I've heard so many names in so many different stuff, and so many that were borrowed from popular soap operas at the time.
Oh my god. Tell me how many days of our lives you know.
I don't think I can count that high without taking my socks off.
Okay, the daughter was Alice Roosevelt, and she married some guy named Longworth. So her name listed here is Alice Roosevelt Longworth. Okay, I love how they got her listed. She was an American writer and socialite.
Yes.
Damn, she was a writer. That ought to tell you something right there.
Yeah. Alcohol was involved or something.
Copious amounts of alcohol were involved.
What do you not understand about writers?
Well, she's also a Republican and a presidential daughter, so copious amounts of alcohol were involved.
And we're talking about grade school.
They had grade school back then?
I believe that's actually where they invented the term grade school.
Yes. That's going to go on my permanent record, I'm sure.
Okay, so this last weekend there was way too many book sales going on, and I ended up with 3 books of bags, which came out to be about 50
3
books.
bags of books.
Which came out to be about 50 books that I paid $15 for.
Nice.
Wow.
Not bad at all.
Welcome to my childhood, where you could get an entire moving van full of books for $1.
Yeah, really.
Scholastic books, they
Scholastic
delivered.
Book Fair.
I remember Scholastic Book Fair from way back in the day. Not way back in the day as Dan's way back in the day, but
Hey, my parents didn't give me an allowance, but when I brought a Scholastic Books catalog in, I was allowed to circle everything I wanted, and I got it.
And before I was just so rudely interrupted back there, I just found out that there's another library that's having their book sale, and Monday is their $3 bag sale.
Oh, Lord.
fuck yes.
That is Alice Roosevelt.
She's cute.
Mm-hmm.
She was a looker.
She was a looker.
Looks kind of like Emily. No, seriously, she does look kind of like Emily. She's got the same noble facial construction. And hey, excuse me, I was an art student.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm glad you stopped, because I swear to God, I thought you were going to say double chin, and I was going to go.
I need to go there too.
No, I wouldn't. No, neither of them had a double chin.
That girl.
Do what? I didn't mean to run you off.
No, she's saying goodnight to Carl.
Oh,
Carl.
Yeah, because he went off, I think.
He went off to escape from Aunt Donna before she gave him the slap.
Was that a threat, or was
Oh,
that,
that's who disappeared.
Enticement.
Wait a minute. Oh, no, not enough to do the Brady Bunch yet.
Honestly, I think Carl would enjoy that.
I have the Brady Bunch theme song going through my head. It's just like on a loop.
I feel for you.
Can you believe Alice is my age? From the Brady Bunch, Alice is about my age.
Alice the maid?
Yeah. Not now, but when the show was going on.
Oh, when the show was going on. I'm gonna go. She kind of looked a little mature to be your age back then.
She was.
Well, makeup and
that's.
Aw.
She has a long-haired Chihuahua.
Pomeranian.
No, a long-haired Chihuahua.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of rare. And she's wearing one of those Star Trek dresses.
I hope it's
and
not
a bustle.
That's not a bustle, is it? I mean,
the back.
Hey, I'm just looking from the front. I mean,
zoom in. I can't and go down.
Oh, that's
I
the
don't
tree
see-
behind her. That's the tree
Okay,
behind her.
there's no
Excuse
bustle.
me.
It doesn't look like.
I'm going, baby got back.
Didn't they have butt things they would put on to make their butts look big?
They were either the cage type or they were pillows worn underneath the skirt. Lindsay will be selling. Oh no,
Good night,
I think Lindsay's already sold both of her pillow vessels that she made.
those came in handy if you
year.
had to sit on. Those came in handy if you had to sit in a church pew.
Or anywhere else.
Well,
and you didn't have to worry about some rude fellow patting your behind because what he was patting was a pillow. And
So you
never
didn't
even
know he
knew
was
it.
patting your behind because you couldn't
That's
feel it.
it. He got so disappointed because you didn't.
which is
react.
where the whoopee cushion came from.
I don't think so. That one I don't think is right, John.
Who needs a whoopee cushion?
Everybody.
We have a Joe dog. We don't need a whoopee cushion.
Oh, Leslie Nielsen, his electronic whoopee cushion.
Oh yes.
I love that one interview.
I remember that story. Or
I
those
love that one
stories.
interview they did. They got tired of him using that electronic whoopee cushion all the time, so they snuck in to his trailer, took the batteries out of it, and didn't help because everywhere he went, they still made fart noises.
He had a hand unit.
Not sure I would have expressed that quite that same way, Joe Dog, but
If you ever see what it looks like, yeah, it's a hand unit.
It's got a little remote control like a key fob.
Yeah, we'll go
used
with
one-
that. Sure. Yeah.
They used one on Daniel Radcliffe in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban when all the kids were sleeping in the Great Hall in their sleeping bags. They slipped one of those into his sleeping bag. And while he was sitting there pretending to be asleep, they were doing some soliloquy about dreams and all this sort of stuff like that. And
Grant?
No.
Snape.
Played Dumbledore. Just recently died.
We get to know the characters so intimately, but we never remember the actor's name.
No,
He
I
has
know some of them.
He has such an the problem is he has an ordinary name, and I always have trouble with the ordinary names. They were sitting there, and while they were giving this soliloquy speech, he kept pressing the button, and it sounded like Daniel Radcliffe was farting in his sleeping bag. And the whole
Because they were
scene.
young, so of course.
100 actors just all of a sudden busted out laughing.
I'm never gonna watch that scene the same again.
It's in the bloopers. It's
And
you
the
can find it
director
on,
just
it's on
goes,
YouTube.
cut,
It's on YouTube.
take
the cheese?
73.
Oh, y'all saw the video that Carl posted today about the definitive answer of to be or not to be?
Michael Gambon.
Michael Gambon, thank you, Michael. I always have trouble.
To be or not to be.
Yeah,
Richard
it was.
Harris. I have the most trouble remembering Richard Harris's name.
Well, he was Dumbledore after Richard Harris died.
Right. But Richard Harris has two ordinary names, Richard and Harris, and I keep confusing him with other actors.
Before we end up the show, I got to go down the hall again because that was more water than it was ice cream.
So it was ice milk.
Because it was a popsicle.
At least I'm drinking beer and got an excuse. I didn't mean for that to be a conversation stopper.
I was up all night and then had to go to the stores this morning to buy stuff. And came home, ate a big meal, and drank one beer. And knocked me the heck out. I slept for 6 hours from about 2 o'clock until 8 or something. It's one of the reasons I was late getting on the show. Hey, Chris. Yes, Michael Gambon.
Whose Kim Possible ringtone is that? You are gonna be my new best friend.
I used to could whistle. I'd have to put my dentures in to do it now.
I'm missing a tooth. I'm missing a tooth that actually makes it easier.
Back in high school, I pissed off one of the clarinet players because I could whistle. What the hell's the name of the song? Norwegian Bell Carol.
Carol the Bells.
Carol the Bells.
Carol the Bells.
I could whistle it more in tune than she could actually play it on her clarinet.
Oh, damn. That's kind of awesome, man.
Well, I mean, you carry your voice everywhere as well as your whistling ability.
True.
And practice it whenever you like. Clarinet, you practice when you got a chance, depending on your dedication to the instrument.
There was that great Mannheim Steamroller rendition of Carol the Bells, the Sarajevo version that they did. That was awesome. And it had a cute music video attached to it. So.
Yeah, but the sad part was I could also whistle it better than I could play it on my trombone. So
Carol of the Bells.
Yep.
Have y'all seen that version that I posted in the Uncle
We're
Charles?
not clicking on any link you post anytime, Joe Dog. No.
I will say
We
this.
know
never-
you too well.
It's,
He
If
did
it,
send
if it
to me,
doesn't
and
show
was
up
a
right
link to
away,
his
if it's
link.
some sort of link, we don't click on it, Joe. Sorry.
After that video you posted on there today, yeah, not
I
clicking
have-
any more
I
links.
have to admit, Joe Dog sent it to me. I told him I wasn't going to open it, and then further discussion, I did open it, and it was legit.
Joe Dog, half the time I'm tempted to set up a separate Linux box that has absolutely no information on it before I click on any of your links.
So the one he is talking about, I have seen, and it wasn't.
it was Here Come
It
the
was not
Mummies.
Joe Dog ish.
It was Here Come the Mummies with the cowbells.
And it really was.
I think I should know that, but I can't remember.
They had different cowbells attached to belts, and they played Carol of the Bells from
With
the
their
hip.
hips.
It's not an enticement to start clicking on any links that you post, Joe Dog. I'm
No,
sorry.
don't do it. Don't do it. If anything, I have the link. I can send it to people on behalf
Oh,
of
you
Joe.
saved it?
It's just still in our chat. 'Cause I was
When does Whamageddon start?
December 1st.
It's iffy now. Some say November 1st, some say December 1st.
Let me look.
I'm sorry.
It
I
doesn't
don't-
matter.
By the way, Chris.
I don't really care about Whamageddon, but if I have to ever listen to Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer one more time,
I'm gonna lose it.
I'm
Mariah.
loading up the shotgun and going hunting.
For me, it's Mariah.
And not
Yeah,
the
that's what got
deer.
me thinking about it. Was
Mhm.
I posted a joke about Mariah Carey's. It was there's this post I posted of Gandalf the Grey, and he's in the mines of Moria, and he's reading from the book, and it's he's reading from the book about, it says drums in the deep, she is coming, and it shows Mariah Carey doing the Christmas thing.
I've seen that one.
Not wrong.
It comes right after the pumpkin everything.
Okay.
Pumpkin spice everything.
Let me see. Whamageddon goes for, it's 24 days from December the 1st to Christmas Eve, December 24th. 11:59 or 23:59 without hearing Last Christmas by Wham. Strangely enough, the last 3 years I've actually made it. I don't know why.
I actually like that.
Not
song.
turning the radio on helps.
No, that's I drive to the store with the radio on. I go in the store, they've got the radio on. You know,
It'd almost be worth the copyright strikes just to throw it on one of my streams.
Well, if you want to have a stream that nobody watches,
all I want for Christmas is you.
you want
can tell
chocolate milk
what's-
for Christmas?
I'm definitely not looking forward to hearing that song over and over.
No, I'm
that
just
song
playing
I
as
can
the
get
intro.
behind.
How rude.
No, that's actually when I'm supposed to play it, is like, 8 minutes till. So
No.
I did
That's
good.
fun.
All right, let's get
And I've
the
been
other
here for
one
longer
fired
than
up.
8 minutes.
You were here before we ever started the show.
You guys have to give me a new theme song pretty soon.
Great. Now we're all going to have Christmas music stuck in our heads.
You are. I've got
I've
got
had,
other things stuck in my head.
for some reason, I've just had some really weird earworms lately. And the last one I got, somebody posted this thing about the old Ralph Bakshi's Lord of the Rings, the animated
Yeah,
Lord of the Rings that he did
I
back in the 70s.
remember it well.
and they did that song that the orcs and goblins sang about.
Yeah.
Where there's a whip, there's a way.
Yep.
I've had that song stuck in my head for the last week. Where there's a whip, there's a way. Where there's a whip, there's a way. I don't want to go to war today, but the Lord of the Lash says, nay, nay, nay. We're gonna march all day. Now it's stuck in your heads. Ha ha ha.
Sorry.
Oh,
No,
no.
it's not.
We're gonna
There are too many other things vying for first place is being stuck in my head. And no, knives are not one of the categories. Oh dear. I think I picked this one before it was right.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Is it in a green bottle?
Nope. It's
That's
just tiny.
Oh, excuse me.
Also, oh, my brain farted. Never mind. It'll come back to me. It usually does.
Okay.
So, let me see. Next week is the lovely Hallowcon
I should go to that.
horror convention. Yes.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah.
So,
I guess I gotta find a ride.
it's a local convention.
Oh,
Guy who
that's-
runs it's kind of an ass. But,
Completely.
just
The only good thing
Wait, are
about
we
this
talking about
hotel
his
is
little ass?
it
or-
doesn't have elevators
Emily?
to get trapped in.
Emily, is your house on fire?
Yes.
Okay.
It's okay. It's cool.
Hey, Dan,
Yes.
I love you, brother.
Oh Lord.
I'm the one that's been drinking. What's your problem?
That wasn't even directed at me, and that scared me.
What are you plotting, Joe?
What time is Last Man Standing?
You son of a...
In 5 minutes for the next 2 hours.
What?
You did that on my channel, didn't you?
Yep. That way I didn't have to subject these other people to it. See, I can be nice.
What, did you fart on the internet? How did you figure that one out?
Did you put the mummies on yours?
One of these days.
If you like this
going
show,
to-
Travis,
I'm going
head over to
duct
Dan's.
tape it to the drive shaft of your little little yellow truck, and drive it on 285 as fast as the damn thing will go.
If you like this show, Travis, head over to Dan's YouTube channel for Last Man Standing here in about 3.5 minutes.
Hey, Josh.
Oh Lord. Down the hall and to the left.
All
See
right.
y'all.
Of course, that was weird. I was hearing Dan with this awesome echo.
Really? Oh, because you got
We
his,
get down the
the
hall
other
to
thing.
the left, and we're gonna take a piss first, and maybe.
Oh,
Come on.
I see.
Okay.
So we're gonna be down there Thursday getting set up, or are you gonna be down there Wednesday? Or
I'm going down Wednesday night just so I can be there Thursday morning. You know, if you want to swing by early Thursday morning and pick me up, we'll go to Waffle House. What? Dan, you
it's
didn't
just
mute your
Waffle
mic.
House.
Yeah, well, are you guys coming along on whatever day we decide to go?
I am curious to see if the Waffle House jukebox has the song "Everybody Was Kung Fu Fighting."
I don't know, but I've got the app that connects to the jukebox, and whenever I see a bunch of kids up there looking like they're going to play a song, I'll play "There's Raisins in My Toast." You know, one of them Waffle House only songs.
Which is
Wa-
why I've never heard a said song. That's why I have the confused look on my face.
Waffle House has a jukebox. Historically, they have a jukebox. And they actually have a list of like 8 to 12 songs that are written, produced, and sung by the Waffle House Waffle House singers. They have their own choir, basically, for lack of a better term.
Oh yeah. Hey guys, it's time. We got. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Okay.
Thanks, Zach.
Oh, I have slipped the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, when never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.
Did not get I am Frau Blucher.